What's up, everybody? Welcome to The Revival. My name is JJ, and it's time to continue our journey of my top 100 games of all time. Alright, you know the drill. Today we're doing 80 through 76. 5 at a time, slowly but surely we are getting there. Coming in at number 80 is obviously one of my favorite games of all time. It is Sonic the Hedgehog 3 on Sega Genesis.
While Sonic the Hedgehog 2 was my introduction into the series back on the Sega Genesis, Sonic 3 left a bigger impact on me simply because of how much it improved upon its predecessor. The level designs were not only super clever and wonderfully designed to accommodate Sonic's speed, but also extremely detailed, flashy, and downright fun to look at. And who could forget the ability to play as Knuckles when you connected it to the Sonic & Knuckles cartridge? Don't get me wrong, I still played as Tails almost every time, but it was still a pretty sweet addition to an already great game.
In at number 79 is a game that I have touted many times on this channel, and I will tout it till the cows come home because it's amazing, and that is Diddy Kong Racing on Nintendo 64.
Anyone who's watched my channel knows that I've touted this game a handful of times already. I can't help it though, Diddy Kong Racing is so good and doesn't get anywhere near the love and attention that it deserves. You can race not only in cars, but also hovercrafts and even airplanes. And there's also a super fun adventure mode that lets you drive around a fun little hub before driving into any of the races. I'd love to see some sort of remaster or even just a straight port on the Switch at some point. More people need to play this game.
Coming in at number 78 is a game that I have loved for a long time and still like to go back to every now and then, and that is Warcraft 2 Battle.net Edition.
Warcraft 2 hit a lot of firsts for me. It was the first game I ever played online, over dial-up mind you. It was the first RTS I ever played, and it was my first introduction into the Warcraft universe, which fascinates me still to this day. I have tons of memories of my friend Joey and I switching off and on, where he would create a custom map for me to play, and then I'd try to beat it. I think we did that more than play the actual campaign, which, in my opinion, is still pretty fantastic and holds up really well. Warcraft 2 is just one of those games I don't think I'll ever get tired of revisiting for a couple hours every so often, just because of all the memories I have tied to it.
At number 77 is a classic, especially if you grew up with the N64. That is Star Fox 64.
If you were a gamer in the late 90s and owned a Nintendo 64, you had this game. Star Fox 64 changed what we knew it was possible with dogfighting in space, and kept people coming back to play it over and over again, regardless of how many times they finished it. With multiple story paths to take, unlockable characters, and memes like "do a barrel roll" that are still said to this day, it's no wonder that Star Fox 64 held people's attentions for as long as it did. I just wish I had someone back then willing to play multiplayer with me. Also, Nintendo, if you're listening, give us a new Star Fox with 4-player co-op. I am begging you.
And finally, at number 76, one of the absolute greats on the NES, DuckTales.
Honestly, I could have put any of the NES Disney titles made by Capcom here, as they're all pretty stellar. DuckTales, though, just happens to be the first one of them that I played, and is some of the most memorable music from the entire NES library. I still get the Moon theme stuck in my head to this day because it's so catchy. Seriously, go listen to the DuckTales Moon theme on YouTube if you've not played this game, and you'll see what I mean. Running around as Scrooge McDuck in these super fun and diverse Metroidvania-style levels, bouncing around on his cane, there's a reason they remade this game so many years later. It's wonderful.
There you go. That's 80 through 76. Again, slowly but surely, we're making our way there. I still have not finished writing all of my little, mini reviews for each game. I'm about halfway done with that aspect. So I'm still working to get through that. But it has been a lot of fun, and quite frankly, I highly recommend anybody wanting to do something like this, do it. Absolutely go for it, because I love hearing and seeing you guys talk about your own lists as well, and people have reached out to me, to talk about different games that they've seen me mention on here and stuff. Absolutely. Let me know what would be on your list. If you have a channel or something like that, I know I've said this before, but let me know, because I love going to check out new people too. So, thanks for watching. We will continue on next time, and like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. You know the drill. And as always, keep on gaming.